everybody, and welcome back to My Chamber TV. I'm Jean Hungeville with the Tarpon Springs Chamber, and I have some more guests with me from Addington Place, Carolyn Farnham and Tina Salava.
Nice to meet you.
They are running this active seniors community that is over in East Lake. You guys do a tremendous job over there. Tell me a little bit of what's going on now.
Well, Addington Place is amazing. It's a wonderful alternative for people that are living at home. You know, the seniors have been living at home for a long time, especially because of COVID and how horrible it's been to our seniors. And it's a great opportunity to get out, socialize, live in a senior living community where you can come and go and do anything you'd like. And you get your housekeeping, taking care of your laundry, your food made.
Laundry too?
Mm-hmm. I'm in line. I'm on the wait list. But it's wonderful. It's a great place for the seniors to get together and socialize, and then also the added benefit of having health care. I mean, and that's the number one thing about assisted living versus independent living is that, you know, we have 24-hour care if they should need it. So if they hit the button, you know, they're just not feeling well, 911 doesn't come. The ambulance doesn't come. One of our care staff goes in there and checks on them.
So somebody they already know, somebody they're comfortable with.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It is great.
Well, you've got all levels of care there, right?
We do. Well, we have independent living residents can certainly live there, and assisted living. We typically do not have a memory care community there.
That's specialized.
Correct.
Okay.
And it is not a nursing home, and it's not a rehab facility. So traditionally we would say folks that need help with what we call activities of daily living.
Okay.
So that's your dressing, your bathing, your grooming, helping to transfer from wheelchair to bed or from a jazzy scooter to bed, getting to the dining room, having somebody cook your meals for you. So things that you would do at home, your daily living, again, activities of daily living for folks that are really struggling to maintain independence at home, but want to be independent.
Okay, so, you know, I drive by there on East Lake. It's a beautiful building, and I've seen different activities going on pre-COVID, like a car show. Are you all going to maybe bring something like that back? Because I imagine your residents love that too.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things planned this year. Actually, what we're doing right now are the decades. So January, we started the 1920s. Mm-hmm. We had a huge Roaring 20 party.
Oh, neat.
And we all dressed up in our flat bar costumes and gangsters and this and that. And then the 1930s is also kind of the, you know, the era of the gangsters. So we're doing a lot of fun things with that.
That's this month.
Yeah, this month is the gangsters. And then the 40s is
USO. We're doing a USO dance.
Yes.
Oh, neat.
Big band, Glenn Miller, all the music from the 40s and, that we're doing with the residents, and really trying to talk through what the USO looked like. These are a lot of our residents, or, you know, certainly some of their parents.
And that's something that was part of a generation.
Yes.
It's almost not here any longer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really, really neat. How many residents do you all have?
Currently, well, we've got 92 units in the building.
Okay.
And we've got about 74 residents. So we still have availability, which is unusual.
Yeah.
But COVID really put us back a little bit.
How so?
A lot of people moved out because they were scared, you know, of hearing what happened in New York.
Oh, yeah.
And that they were moving the COVID patients to the assisted living communities. And then a lot of, you know, people moved home with their families because, you know what, they were working from home anyways.
Oh,
they
that
want to
makes
take
sense.
care of mom and dad. So now everybody's coming back because they're sick of being at home with their kids and being bored and watching CNN all day or whatever they do. And they really need to socialize. I mean,
Family's
that's a
great,
very
but sometimes
important aspect of senior living is socializing.
Yeah. Family's great, but sometimes multi-generational living, unless you have a huge place, is really going to be difficult. So this is a great alternative. This is really neat. So I remember coming there for a couple of different times, and the food was fabulous. We did a lunch there. I think it was before you. You probably remember this. We did a chamber lunch in there and had a speaker, had our healthcare people who'd put it on, and the food was fantastic. We got a tour of everything. Same chef?
We do not. Kenny and Lenny were our chefs at the time.
Okay.
Kenny is still with us. Lenny has unfortunately moved on, doing great things elsewhere. But we have to consider that when you have this this is a community. The residents live there. This is their home. And so as we talk through what they look forward to, when we talk about activities, it's life enrichment, but food is such a big part of our social engagement.
Huge.
Right?
It is.
And so today we go out and we go visit. This environment provides an apartment style living with other residents who are there every day, who go down to their restaurant, who dine in their restaurant for 3 meals a day. And so the food has to be good, right? In order for people to want to continue to have that social engagement in those restaurant style environment.
And I was so naive because I thought, okay, this is going to be no salt, no this, not many spices. It was fabulous. It was like eating in a regular restaurant.
And we can season without salt. Right?
Yes.
And we can have fresh foods that have a lot of flavor. We don't have to have packaged or processed foods, which I think is what a lot of times people expect it to be. But in order to have a healthy diet, we're talking about fresh foods, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, good quality meats, and that's what our chefs are starting with.
That's terrific. And, you know, being in Florida, that probably makes it easier to be able to get fresh vegetables, fresh fruits. But having a good chef on staff really does make. So people, you know, and taste buds go, they're not really interested in, do I want to do a meal or do I want to not? They come down to socialize and the meal is great.
And they have a full menu. So it's not, you have your specials, but they can pick from an everyday menu. So if they don't want whatever special is being provided that day, they still have lots of choice and lots of opportunity to make a different decision. Yeah.
Very neat. So tell me what a typical day is like for you, Carolyn, because I know you're in and out of there, but you're sort of the face out in the community of Addington Place. Tell me what you do.
I am. Oh my God, I do a lot, and it's really fun. The first thing I do is, come in and greet the residents in the lobby, because that's important to me, to see everybody and to say, good morning, how are you today? What's going on, Marcy? What's going on, Judy, and this and that. See what's happening. I go to the front desk, I get my mail, and then I look on my schedule, and I have a tour, which is wonderful because I love tours. Everybody come in and just check us out. Even if you're not ready right now, you never know when, your parents or your grandparents or someone you may know may be ready. So,
we did that with that luncheon because even though most of us were not thinking about that, it made us start thinking about it, and then we're referring people. You've got to try this place. Go take a look at Addington Place. It's one of your choices.
Oh, and we are very upscale. We are well-known in the community, and it's lovely. I'd move in there. I'm not ready yet, but I'm already looking at the apartment I want later in life. But anyway, so I do tours, and we do marketing, outreach. Go to different rehabs, we go to hospitals, we visit our residents that perhaps, are in the hospital or in rehabs. We make sure we go and see them and tell them they're loved, and we can't wait for them to get back once they're better.
Yep, it's like an extended family.
It really is. It really is. And it's a great job, and I enjoy every day.
Well, you've been there almost 2 years.
Yeah,
too.
2 years.
Oh my gosh, and you've been there how long?
Well, I actually work for the home office. So
Okay.
I am the chief branding officer for Care Management. We're the management company. So I've been there 13 years.
You've been there a while,
Yeah.
yes, because I can remember you from the beginning. But I remember when you went over there, and I was so excited for you because I really love the place and all of the good stuff that goes on there. So
Yeah, I came right after COVID, so I was kind of starting all over after, everybody started not wearing the masks and this and that. So it's been a challenge, but it's really coming back. Definitely. People are moving out of living alone, being miserable, and wanting to socialize, wanting the
There you go.
activities.
there's a beautiful view. That was a beautiful view of the looking at it across the water.
Ah.
Well, Addington Place sits on a nature preserve there in East Lake, and so
Okay.
while the community sits right there on the main road, the back of the community has this beautiful little pond, and there are trees. There's nothing behind us, and so there's
nice.
deer that come out at night. Some of our residents have named them. They feed them apples.
No kidding, they're that tame.
Yeah, absolutely. Back in the back, yeah, we have a little putting green, and from the putting green, the deer come out and visit. So it's on that little nature preserve.
Well, we're down to the last minute. Tell me the favorite thing that each of you like about the place.
The residents.
The residents.
And the feeling when I get home, I did something special today. And
And
I
there's a
helped them.
picture of your favorite people.
Oh, yes, that's our 1920s party.
Oh,
Lovely. Yeah, that's our speaker series. We have a speaker series coming up every month. That was Sheriff from Pinellas County talking about scams.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Neat. And what's your favorite thing about the place, Tina?
I think, well, I would agree with Carolyn. Residents, by far, it's the most fulfilling job I've ever had working with the residents when they come and visit and they're talking about their crisis at home, why they need to potentially move into a community, and allowing them to see that assisted living does not mean a convalescent home, which is what so many people think. And so being able to meet families where they're at in their crisis, support the move-in process, and then watch them bloom there in the community is amazing. To see them make friends and to see them get healthier, to see them walking to exercise classes. But I would also say patios. This building has these beautiful patios there too.
Great
I love.
stuff. Well, we're going to have to get you two back for a longer segment because we're out of time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. We have some more guests coming up. Stay tuned.